plan to keep the government up and running is in the hands of the Senate. The deadline to avoid a shutdown is midnight Friday into Saturday, just 3 days away. Well, tonight, the House approved House Speaker Mike Johnson's short-term funding measure. The plan would extend government funding at current levels for some agencies until January 19th and the rest until February 2nd. Well, tonight's final vote was 336 to 95. Democrats had to get on board to help get this all passed, and the Senate is expected to approve it and then send it to President Biden.
Bracing for a possible government shutdown is the new normal for so many of our neighbors. They just went through this in September. They're going through it now, and they'll probably go through it again early next year. Our Casey Nolan is live outside the Capitol. And Casey, tonight you followed up with one of our neighbors who we spoke with back in September.
Yeah, that's right, Leslie. Some federal workers we talked to tonight tell us they're breathing a little easier with a short-term fix from the House, but they're not holding their breath that we won't be right back here in this same situation in just a couple of months.
I don't want to cry, but I don't want to be in this situation. This is not a good situation to be in.
That was the last time Mary Harris was staring down a possible shutdown.
To miss 2 paychecks, that means I can't pay my mortgage. I can't pay my gas, electric, or water.
Less than 2 months later, she and more than 2 million federal workers nationwide are once again hoping Congress can keep the government running and their paychecks coming.
You're just kind of in limbo waiting for them to decide that they want to work together.
But this time, Harris says she is better prepared for this Saturday's deadline and whenever the next one could be.
I put my faith in God to get me through, but most importantly, outside of that, just having a strategy for going forward, because this will come back around again.
Harris says after the last shutdown scare, she found a financial counselor through the Greater Washington Urban League and tips from talking with other federal workers, like using zero-interest short-term loans from federal credit unions to help survive a shutdown.
One of the things I did was switch banks. So I could have that ability to still get a paycheck even if the government is shut down.
Now, she just hopes lawmakers can put in the work to avoid future shutdowns.
Congress, do your job so we don't have to keep being here every year.
And Mary points out a lot of the help that is out there is for federal employees, not federal contractors. And a lot of federal contractors work jobs like cooks and custodians who keep buildings like this one running and federal buildings all over the country, unless they're the ones who likely won't see back wages after any shutdown.
And Mary's very concerned about that, obviously, because she's got some family members in that same situation. So everybody is watching this closely. Casey, thank you. So lawmakers managed to fund the government for now. But the hours leading up to that vote involved one lawmaker calling another a Smurf, a congressman allegedly elbowing another in the kidney, and a Senate hearing that almost turned into a brawl.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
Oh,
guy.
stop it.
Is that your solution every
Hold
problem?
it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay. Sit down, please.
You all continue to, you look like a Smurf here, just going around and all this stuff. Now listen.
Mr. Chairman, you
No,
have.
I'm going to tell you
no,
something.
hold on. If we're not on time, we
spew
can just,
disinformation.
You
got elbowed in the back, and it kind of caught me off guard because it was a clean shot to the kidneys, and I turned back, and there was Kevin.
No, I did not elbow him. No, I would not elbow him. I would not hit him in a kidney.
Congress, you okay? You're getting paid and paid well to do the people's business. But to a lot of folks, your office looked a lot more like middle school.